What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? We tuning in for another video, man. Brown Coat Gang, we in the building, man. I'm feeling good. The weather, it feel good out here. Still a little chilly, but it feel good. Still got to have that coat on, cause we ain't trying to get sick out here. But y'all see today's video. Y'all see what we got going on. Somebody had asked for this video. It was a great idea, so I'm doing the series. Yes, indeed. So y'all stay tuned in to both of the vlog channels, cause I'm gonna split them up. That's how I'm giving y'all double hitters a day. You know, I appreciate everybody that's watching on both, everybody that's on liking and all of that, sharing the videos out. I really do appreciate y'all daily. So I'm just keeping the content rolling until we get the whips back. Meats, we going in on meats this month. Starting back on it, getting it ready. Oil pressure again. I done put that car together 3 times this year. 3 times, 1 time because I had to. But we don't put that car together. No, I said 3, 2. This gonna make 3. The last 2 are just because. But anyway, today y'all see what we got going on. We talking about things you should look for when buying these old cars. Like, you can apply some of this stuff to any car in general, but every car gonna be different. You got to know what you buying. Like some engines bad about certain things going bad, some of them not. So you got to know what to look for depending on the vehicle you ride. But we focused on the old schools, man. We focused on the old schools. And if you got a performance engine, you got to know what to look for, different stuff. All of that, especially, you know, these 80 model cars, they've been sitting up for years, or they've been out for years, running for years. So you got to know what to look for. So today we doing my car Big Meats. Some of y'all might find this video, don't know nothing about me, but anyway, I mostly deal with performance stuff, but we dealing with Big Meats. Ain't no engine in it, but I'm gonna show y'all stuff y'all can look for on the engine. And on the body, I meant it's a soft top car, full vinyl. And then I'm gonna do one on my other box here, which is a hard top, and we're gonna do one on the G body car. All 3 cars, there's certain things you need to look for. So we're gonna go ahead and go over here and get the car uncovered, and then we're gonna get into it. What's up, Meats? What up, buddy? Getting Big Meats uncovered, y'all. Ain't saw the sunlight in a good little minute. We're gonna take the cover all the way out too, Meats. You ain't seen the sun in a long time. Take this cover off here, y'all. Boy, Meats can't even talk. He don't have a voice no more. You gotta go back to the operating room, man. You gotta take you back to the operating room, Meats. You know you my baby out of all of them. My favorite. Forget all that other stuff. Look at that, boy. Meat still got the number. You going back, Meat. It's alright. I love you, Meat. But we got it uncovered, man. Then we finna get into the video. Alright, so for people that may just find this video, this is my 85 box Chevy. It's a story behind this car. If you know, you know. If you're into big rim stuff, and you don't know about this car, you probably don't know your history. I've been doing it a long time, just say that. But anyway, say this is my 85 Chevrolet Caprice. Most of y'all already know it, but let's talk about things you should look for. Let me this gonna be a long clip cause ain't no need in cutting this. Just keep it straightforward, straight up and down, real time. So I got all these old school keys. Let's get this thing open. Still got the original key to this car. Had the original ignition switch in it, then thought something wrong with it and changed it, but it wasn't. Just a little piece wasn't hooked up, but it's alright. I guess I can show, cause it gonna be people see this, man. I ain't never saw this car. I can't assume everybody. But I had sold this car. Let me think. I sold this car 8 years ago. Now been 8 years ago, and actually came back to me. Was still never left the state, but the interior is nice. We got 4 6x9s in the deck. Yeah, this is it. You put new carpet in it. I had a TV in a 10.5 inch. I probably put one back in there just for my kids. I don't do what everybody else do. What people say in. People say you don't put TVs in cars and all that. That's bullshit. Honestly. You do what you want to do. I'm putting TV in my car for my kids. They like TV, they getting TV. So anyway, this the interior, like I said, it's not hurt. Just carpet. But the dash, it's a nice car, man. I like to keep it in the original looking trim. It was just like I had it. My cousin owned this car. I always wanted it. I just couldn't afford it. But then when I got what I could afford, I made it mine. Now this scoop, I hate this scoop. I'm gonna tell you no lie. I hate this scoop. It's real heavy, extra weight. It wasn't done right. I had a scoop on here back in the day. It was primed down, but the scoop's supposed to start from up here and gradually rise. I had one cause I needed it. I had a big block. The engine set up a little bit, so and it was sitting, the flat hood was sitting right on the carburetor. It was causing issues. It couldn't breathe. Couldn't even put an air clean on it. So sometimes people do them for looks, but they serve a purpose. But all right, we got the hood pop, like I said, and there's no engine in the car. I'm just talking for the people that might not know me, or this their first video they ever seen on my channel, y'all. But all right, when you going to buy these cars, if you're buying a roller, in this case, this would be a roller, or we say body, it's just body only or whatever. For one, you want to just do a quick overview of the body. You want to do a quick walk around. So if I were buying this car, I would definitely start from the front and work my way around. You want to look for things like this on these cars. The filler panels, which you see this one need replacing. The weather done got it. You can find them, but you need to. Another thing too to do when buying the car before you go pre-preparation is look up parts like this, man. Know the price. Know your price so you be on your A game. I already know how much this stuff costs. And Caprices, if you find their video box Chevys, it's not uncommon to see these filler pieces cracked up. So if you're looking to buy a box Chevy, maybe your first one, make sure you price these. And this one uses a different one. It's an 85. The 85 and on the models use a different filler piece than the 86s and up. So just know that. Know what you're looking for. So price these, cause they bad about cracking. But like I said, I would look, and you know, you can feel, most of the time you can see imperfections, like right there. See, I just felt that. You might not see it with your naked eye, but it's a dent right here. You want to feel right there, you know. So not to the point where this fender would need replacing, but a body man gonna have to do his thing. But if you rub your hand across the car, you know, you can feel dents. Price this stuff too. This stuff like this happens. If you want this trimming, side molding, price stuff like that. And like I said, this is a full vinyl car, so I'm gonna get to whatever you need to look for. But you know, you just go rub your hand down the car and stuff, and just walk around it thoroughly. A good thorough walk around. You know, you got imperfections right there. You know, you want to just get a good walk around. Say bumper fillers, they bad about cracking. See, need that piece. And this not a one piece right here. This actually 3 pieces. This is a piece. Then you got 2 side pieces that were missing. So you know, you go around the car, you look for, like I said, general overview of the body. Now this is a full vinyl top. That's why I say I'm doing 2 separate videos, because with this you want to check the top. How? You saying, how do you check this if it's not cracked? This top don't have no cracks and stuff in it. Well, I think it's some over there finally from the weather. But how do you check this, right? All right, you look at it. You see? Hold on, let me get out some. You see? Now I'm gonna show y'all, Cause I know right here. That's why I ain't took the top off. I'm scared of what I'm gonna see. Now, I don't know if y'all can see. Let me get low. Yep, y'all see right there, that little bump? Guess what that is? This rust. So you want to go over and you can rub your hand and feel too. It's a bump right here, all right here. This rust. You right here in the sink part. You go along here, cause it's bad. Sometimes it'll rust all the way through. You have holes and you'll be able to feel it. So you gotta push. You push firmly. Just go down it like that. Push firmly. You feel a soft spot. Thank God I ain't got now. But you feel it. See right there, it went in a little bit. It ain't good. It'll sink in. So if it sink in and you going down through here and it's just sinking in, you probably got a problem. Well, ain't no problem, it's a problem. You take the top off, you're gonna see it's gonna get ugly. And right here, they bad about getting rust right here. Water collects right here. It's bad. And right here too, because what it is, this is where the top meets. When it rains, water tends to seep under there, moisture and all of that, and it eat this up right here. It just eats this alive. And it goes all the way down. The water runs. See, there's some rust right there. Let me see. Right here. Y'all see that? That bump. There's some rust right there. Rust right there. You can see that knot. There's some rust. Rust popping through. See, up here, it ain't that bad. Sometimes you get it real bad. That's why if you get holes or slits in these top, in any little hole, you want to get it repaired, because it'll eat all this. It'll eat it up. But this what happened. This what done happened to this car. See? That's why right here you have to check the other side. Excuse me, y'all. Check the other side. I got a little slit right there. But if water start entering right here, it just runs. It literally just runs. And rust develops all up through here. All up through here. Rust. It runs on down. Rust get right here too. It just eat all this away, man. Sometimes it run down through there when you're in motion, gravity and stuff. So you want to check that. If it's too bad, I'm not saying it can't be repaired. It can be repaired. I done seen some. I know somebody that do it, that can cut this out. You can bring it back if you want to, but you got to decide on whether you want to or not. And you can use this as a negotiating factor in your price, your final price. But we're going to continue on. And another thing is you want to check. I had the trunk already open because I knew I was going. But you want to check the what thing heavy, boy, my hinge. You want to check the trunk. You want to check your trunk up in here. You want to look up in there, bring your flashlight, get up in there, cause it usually the spots you can't see with the naked eye. All up in there. You want to check anywhere water can run and collect. And you want to check right here, cause water known for resting this right here too. Now the trunks of these cars, they ain't too bad about rusting. They ain't too bad about water getting in them and rusting them out and all that. So you should be alright, but you still look at all of this right here. You look at everything. You open the trunk, you check your molding right here, your trunk molding, cause all that, cause that right there can cause future problems, and that's a negotiating factor too. You check your suspension, push down on the car. See mine tight, cause I got new stuff back there. So if you push down on this car and it go to bouncing, the suspension is shot. If it go to just bouncing up and down a lot, the suspension is shot. Like push down, see, still. Let you know the springs still good and not wore out. But I'm gonna show y'all an example car. When I do a G-body, I'm gonna use my wife's car, and the front springs are shot, so y'all gonna see what I mean. But you shouldn't have a lot of travel. You're gonna have a little bit, but the car shouldn't just be up and down like that and then stop. Then you're gonna need some suspension stuff. But when then you want to come, you check your hood and all that. Like I said, you rub across your hood, all of that, check that stuff. And another thing you want to look at is cause I know plenty of people get got like this. Bring you a screwdriver. Bring you a screwdriver. Why? Why should I bring a screwdriver? Take this piece right here off. Take this piece off. and just peel the carpet back. Or sometimes you don't have to. You can just grab it from up there by the brake pedal and the gas pedal. Peel that carpet back to where you can see the floor right here. You need to peel it back enough, but that's why I said take this piece out. The person shouldn't kill, man. You got money, cash on hand. They should not kill. You pull that carpet back, you look at that floor. Do the same thing with that side. In the back, sometimes, but not in these cars, it ain't as bad. But sometimes you need to check the back too. But usually it's mainly up here. Check them floor pans, man. I done seen a lot of people get got. It might not have rusted all the way through, which is why it's probably not soft or soft when you put your feet right there. But check the floors. I've seen people buy a lot of pretty cars and the floor shot. But like I said, interior now, it ain't really too much to tell y'all. Interior is what you can see with your naked eye. You can look at it and you can smell like if it's odor and stuff in the seat and all of that good stuff. But you know, you just check it out. Interior piece is not too much stuff that can't be done with interior. It can be redone, it can be saved and all that. But we talking about the actual chassis. You want to look for rust, cause that can be an expensive repair. But interior stuff, you just look whatever you see with your naked eye. Moving on. And like I said, some of this stuff is general and apply to with every car, but the top specific to full vinyl tops. Not even a half vinyl. Half vinyl is different. But when you talking full vinyl, it's different. So, and like I said, 85s. Another thing you want to look for, y'all see that? Just check that, shake the grill and stuff, cause you'll be surprised it'll stay up there. But stuff like this matter, man. Bolts, you know, all this stuff can be negotiated. People gonna try to get you, well, man, it's just a few bolts. That's a few bolts you gotta buy. They still gotta come out your pocket. Or you want to look at the impact things and see. That's why there's specific different cars too. Some cars use an impact strip all the way across. They got a different front bumper, but these got the impact strips go right here. So you want to look for that, and you want to know how much these cost. Sometimes they can be hard to find. So you want to look for that too, cause a lot of little stuff like that people look over. Now, under the hood, if an engine was here, you would definitely want them to crank it up, rev it. You want to go check your exhaust, for smoking. Looking at the color of smoke, you got to know the difference between smoking and just condensation. So when it's cold outside, there's smoke, but it still should clear up. Smoke lingers in the air. If it's smoke, know how to look at the color of smoke, know how to smell it, all of that, cause you got to know what the oil smell. If the smoke is consistent and smells like oil, possibly need valve seals in the heads and all of that, especially when you buying one of these cars with one of the 305s that been in it for a long time. You gotta know how many miles on the car, all that. Like I said, people say stuff been rebuilt. It's ways to things to look for that too. You can look at how clean the engine is. You look at the heads, definitely look at the heads. You look at the sides of the heads, the front, cause if there's valve cover leaks and stuff, you can see that. You can see black, or it'll be a lot of smudge and stuff on the engine, grease and stuff. Sometimes that's oil collecting and stuff with heat and all that, you know, and it'll burn off. But you look for stuff like that, man. You gotta look at let me think. You definitely want to look at your wiring, how the wiring laid out. Make sure ain't no wiring that look like it been charred or burnt or none of that. Cause you got a wiring issue that can get real expensive too. Even if you want to move further and proceed with the car, then there's something to negotiate. But what else? Hoses, you want to check your hoses too. You want to check your hoses for wear and all of that. Make sure they don't need replacing. Cause all of this stuff people don't worry about. It's cheap for one, but when you get to buying a lot of it, it adds up. So you want to check all of that. Hoses or steering components, you can look down there. Make sure everything holding the right shape. Tie rod ends, you can look at tie rod ends. Man, when you get looking at these cars, get down and dirty, man. Check your tires. Don't just look at the outside. Take your hand back there, feel, lay down on the ground, look in the treads. Make sure there ain't no cracks, they ain't dry rotted. All of that, cause some people do some low down stuff, man. They put tie shine on it, throw you off. The car look pretty, have rusted floors, all type of stuff. But like I said, I wish this had an engine in it so I can show y'all, which I probably do when I do the G-body video. I show y'all cause running car, what to look for with that. But the basics, like for a roller, there's pretty much stuff you need to look for on these cars at least. With the body, especially the full vinyl, one of the main things I would check is the top though. The top is, cause you don't wanna pull the top off, have that top replaced, and then you got more than what you bargained for. You think you just finna replace the top, and you gotta have metal, all this cut out. You gotta have all this cut out, and if it's right up in here, which is where it usually is, it's gonna get expensive. If it's in the middle, it's pretty easy for them to cut it out, cause it's pretty much flat. But when you getting up in here, you're gonna have to take somebody that really know their stuff and know what they doing and all that. And like I said, this back bumper, see you got the impact strips that go right here, and this car missing all four of them, so you got to know how to check that. You want to check your blinkers, basic checks, blinkers each side, make sure they working. Brakes, brake lights, headlights, high beam, low beams, anything that can deal with wiring, man, cause I done got some before. Anything you get so excited, and then it's the little stuff like that you do not think to check. You do not think to check. You want to drive it, you want to listen for transmission noise going in gear, you want to see how it feels, listen for rear end noises. You even get on the ground. Like I said, I like to always test drive, take them on the road, drive it hard, man. You know, make sure it ain't smoking. Keep a check in your rear view, make sure ain't no trail of smoke behind you. When you park, check the rear end, get on the ground, make sure the differential not leaking from the cover or none of that. The axles ain't leaking, make sure it ain't leaking brake fluid from the wheel cylinder if you got drawn brakes. It's stuff like that, you know, like this car still got drawn brakes. Look for, make sure to look through there if you can see through the wheels, make sure it ain't wet, make sure the brake drawn not wet, make sure it ain't a puddle right there or little drips. Look at the car part, like if it was fresh and they've been driving the car, check the wheels. If it's puddles by the wheels, then you probably got leaking wheel cylinders, at least in the back. So it's stuff like that, man. It's, you know, that's a general. Now with a roller it's gonna be, you can't check stuff like that. It's the downside of it, you can't drive it, so you don't know. You know, you need to ask questions how long the car been sitting up. You can pretty much tell if the car been stored inside. You can ask them still, like, have the car been stored inside? How long has it been outside? Cause like some of my cars was inside for some point in time, then I put them outside. Cause when stuff sit outside, the weather, the changes in weather, it just changes in climate, it mess up stuff, suspension components. It just eats stuff like that, like bushings and stuff. It eat them up, man. So, you know, you just gotta know to ask for that stuff. But yeah, that's it. A general little overview of some stuff to look for on a box Chevy, specifically 85 and under, well 80 to 85, cause full vinyl. I said I got another video dropping, which I'm gonna be doing one on this, cause it's a hard top, much newer than this one. So yeah, that's stuff you want to look for. And another thing you want to check with this car, it's a manual window. You want to come out here, crank these windows down. Let me see. Crank them all the way down, all of them. Check them. Make sure they don't. Make sure they go all the way down. Make sure when they start going down, now then whoop. Cause these plastic pieces, the guides, they go in here. You can get these windows up. If you don't roll it down, then you get to rolling it down and it just fall forward. Then you need the guides. They ain't expensive, but still, it's something that can be negotiated. And then, you know, be smart, man. You know, if you done price, hold on, y'all, roll it up. If you done price all this stuff, like in this case, see, if you were coming to it, you'll be like, well, hey, this car got some possible rust in the top right here. Need impact strips. And you might not care about this stuff. You might not, depending on what you plan on using the car for. You might not want it perfect. You need bumper filler. You can negotiate this stuff though. You can negotiate this stuff. Either they're gonna work with you or they not. They're gonna keep it. You know, it just depends. So yeah, that's it, man. There's some stuff to look for on an 85 80 to 85, and this applies to 86 to 90 box Chevys too. If they got a full vinyl top, some of this stuff you want to look for it. And like some, as years go by, they perfect some of the stuff. So you know, you look at that too. Oh, one more thing. This car has chrome trim. Now, you ain't nobody gonna let you go to popping the chrome off of the car. But just to let you know, there's another spot that water can collect, and you take them pieces off sometime and it will be ugly. Water will collect on these too. It doesn't on G bodies, but it'll collect on here on these too. So you got to think about that. It's a possibility. And in that case right here, now the bumper, I mean the fender, you can look through here on the back side and see. But right there, you just, hey, it is what it is. But you can open the door, and if it's bad, you can I lock the door, man. But you can look through the door on the side right there, and you probably can see a little hint of if it's rusting or not. But it's something else you want to check too. If it got chrome on it, you better check it. But ain't no way to check that. You just gotta take that chance right there. But yeah, that's it, man. Say I got a series. We're gonna do what to look for on a hard top box Chevy, and what to look for on a G body, which you definitely want to see that one. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. I'm trying to give y'all an informative video today. I appreciate everybody. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I'm out.